All right, guys, what is going on? I am Kid from Texas, and we are here in the Bodega Studio. We are going to go and give you a little bit of a recap of what's gone on last week because it was a crazy ass week, and we're going to get started. We're going to get you started for the week because I know tomorrow's Monday, and we all got work, except me because I'm off, bitches. So let's get into it. I'm on a keto diet now. If you don't know what that is, it's meat, fish, veggies, fruit, and eggs. I can't eat none of the good shit. If it ain't coffee, water, or tea, I can't have it. I can't even drink milk. I just got me a big ass family box of Captain Crunch with the Crunch berries, and that bitch is gonna stay inside. I got a 4-pack of beer. Gonna have a good night, do my daily little vlog, talk about what the fuck's been going on, discuss why I'm getting on keto, and tell you about wait a minute. Gotta tell y'all about my shit incident that just popped in my head, so we'll go over that as well. So yeah, keto, it's meats, fish, veggies, which I don't eat, eggs, far few in between because I got an egg guy. That guy has chickens, and those chickens stay on his property, and he gives me eggs. So I got the plug on them eggs, but it doesn't happen often. I get them few times. I'm not gonna tell y'all shit about my plug because I get good eggs. I don't get those store virus eggs. Those are disgusting. Anyways, let's keep going, right? Keto. No bread, no tortillas, can't eat beans. I can't eat rice, can't eat pasta. God damn, bro, how am I going to live? I'm probably going to be eating fish with corn, drinking a lot of water, eating some T-bone steaks, and eating peanut butter with motherfucking apples. I'm also a nut muncher now because, shit, pause, bro, but damn. I'm a snacker, dude. I'm a big time snacker, so I gotta snack on some shit late at night when I'm smoking. Because one thing I'm doing is no more beer, no more alcohol. But you're not gonna stop me from puffing on the Magic Dragon, my friend. I got my pens, I got my papers. We can roll up. We're gonna go out right now when we take a little break, and I'm gonna light up a spliff. So here's the thing. This is going to be a big change for me, but we're going to start it tomorrow. Let's keep going with how the week went because it was grueling. It was tiring. We had to work. We cut hair. And I also had to work on the brand. I had to come up here and edit videos. And there's a lot of shit going on, right? So let's get to me waking up, I believe, this weekend, probably on Saturday. And I'm just waking up, man. I'm not really a morning person. I like to get high. I wake and bake, and then, we'll see what shit happens. Because shit did happen. I had to take a shit. Any guy knows when you wake up in the morning, you got your morning shit. So I forget my wife tells me, or just briefly when she's walking out the door at 7 o'clock in the morning, she's already down at the barbershop. I went to go take a shit. There's no toilet paper, guys. So that broke my heart. And I remember her just saying, like, hey, we didn't take the toilet paper upstairs. It stayed downstairs. Why is it downstairs? Why is it at the barbershop? We got 2 different packs of toilet paper. Like, I'm just flabbergasted. I'm mind blown. I'm just heartbroken. And what do? The only thing to wipe my ass is Lysol wipes. So I had to pull a few of those motherfuckers out and wipe my ass. I didn't have time to jump in the shower, guys. I would have just jumped in the shower, took a quick shower, and gone about my day. I would have went into the shop, gone to work, cut some hair. But that's not how shit works, right? So I had to wipe my ass with Lysol wipes. It wasn't the greatest feeling ever, and I will never do it again. It wasn't, what does it say? Fresh, and supposed to feel fresh and clean, but my asshole did not feel fresh and clean. By the way, this is the second time that shit's happened. I recently told my wife that this happened. After this happened, I went downstairs, of course, and I'm like, why the fuck is the toilet paper not upstairs? Blah, blah, blah. Told her what happened. And then I let her know of an incident before, which same situation. Toilet paper is downstairs, not upstairs. What do I see right in front of me? I see a fucking towel, ladies and gentlemen. Like a little tea towel. It's big enough to like fold in half and shit, so you could use like multiple sides. So you know, you like fold that bitch, wipe, then you can kind of fold it again. It's nice and thin, but it's not gonna break like toilet paper. Have you ever had that point where you had such cheap toilet paper that you fingered your booty hole? Shit sucks, man. I know y'all looking at me crazy, but I know y'all have been there. Y'all fingered y'all's own assholes from the cheap ass toilet paper that y'all wiped y'all's ass with. That's why you need to get man wipes. But let's go back to the situation that I just live in such an old ass building, man. This building is over 100 years old. I am not allowed to flush any type of wipes down the toilet. If it's not toilet paper, it ain't going through. And if something does go through and we get caught that it was us, like, I'm fucked. So that's not happening with me, son. You know, down at the bar downstairs in this building, these fucking women threw a goddamn, what did they say it was, like a big-ass vape. They threw it in a fucking toilet. They flushed it, and it got stuck. Like, how fucked up do you have to be to shove a vape down a toilet? Like, why are you shoving a vape down a toilet? Damn. So, that's what's been going on. I wipe my ass with a towel and Lysol wipes. I am on a keto diet. Tonight is the last night for a while that I'm going to be consuming alcohol. This break is brought to you by my wife. This is her t-shirt, and she just got it at a concert she just went to, which is Fallen in Reverse. I do not know any of their songs, so please don't ask me, but I thought this was a badass t-shirt. I'm probably never going to wear it after this, but I just had to wear it for the very first time before she put it on. Get that first fresh feel, you know what I'm saying? Like that before wash type of feel, fresh out the plastic type of shit, you know? This smell, I mean, it smells like cigarettes and weed now, but yeah. Dope ass t-shirt. Shout out to Fallen in Reverse for making badass t-shirts. So we can go back to our vlog. Alright guys, let's keep it moving. Shout out to my buddy Saul. He told me to tell a story about us when we were kids, egging cars and shit. We got shot at. So there's a lot of stuff that led up to that because we were egging a lot of houses, a lot of cars. We were even in a moving car, which was my car that I was driving at one point, just on the road egging shit. But let's get to the story, right? I got to paint the picture of how Churchill High School was at the time. You had the baseball field, then to the left you had the apartments of where my buddy stayed, and then right across you had apartments, and then to the right of Churchill you had apartments. You had a back entryway, but at the time it was just like a field, and then you had basically all the construction work, and then you had the school. So there was quite a ways away from the street we were egging on. And right between in the fence from the school and my buddy's apartments, there was like cut up stations where the fence was all cut up and the bushes were destroyed, so you could get through easily. So what were we doing? We were egging cars. We were fucking people up. Like, it was basically getting their shit knocked off completely. They were having a great night. Well, you just got fucking egged, so now you're having a bad night, right? We were fucking some people shit up that night, and there comes a car where I don't remember what type of car it was, but he came in and he got fucked up. I'm talking about maybe 4 or 5 eggs on the window, the windshield, and then you got maybe like 5, 6, 7, 8 eggs hit to the side of the vehicle. I'm talking about probably dents, because we fucked that motherfucker up. Only thing is, he stopped about like 20 feet down the street, brakes and all, like fucking skirt. we all looked at each other, and it was like, oh shit, we don't know what the fuck to do. So imagine getting hit and not knowing what the fuck you're getting hit with, stopping like 20 feet in front of these motherfuckers, and then looking at your rear view mirror, and you see all these little punks running across the street and shit trying to get away, right? This motherfucker pulls out this 40, just clack, 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 starts shooting at us. He's letting off some rounds. I swear everybody says it like we heard them shots hit the fucking fence when we had to jump over the fence to get into the field. But let me rewind this shit. Let me paint this motherfucking picture, because it was just so goddamn beautiful, you know. Being a kid, not even 18 probably, we were young adults, and our minds were not fully developed, and we were athletic as fuck, so we thought we could just run, gun, and throw eggs at cars, right? So this spot that I'm talking about, we're going to go from a 5-stair, flat 5-stair. And that flat, you could say, was like about 6 by 6, right? So 6 feet by 6 feet. You got a nice little space. These stairs are perfect just because in the front of you, before you get to the street, you have a brick wall coming up about 2-3 feet. Then you got some bushes covering you about another 2-3 feet. So you're looking at least like 5-6 feet over. None of us are that tall, so it's gonna cover us. You could man a couple people on the bottom stair set, because right when the cars were coming up, you had the vision of just going around that wall, and you would just shoot these eggs at the car coming in, right? So it was perfect. This car was basically driving up to you, and you pick your spot because that motherfucker was getting waxed. So you had about 2 people down there. I don't think you could do 3. I don't think we ever did 3 down there. The best spot, I think, was the middle, just because the bushes above the wall, they did not connect. So there was like a good 2 feet in between the bushes. And that was a perfect opportunity for you to just stand on the stairs, because you could kind of look over the bush at that point. And you could just like plop, 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 plop. I'm talking about you're going to look like fucking Elf throwing them snowballs. You know what I mean? Like, he was just throwing them. He had a technique. So I figured we've done this a lot of times. This wasn't our first time camping out at this spot. We know what the fuck we doing. So whoever is in that spot, they're getting off like 3, 4, 5 eggs. That doesn't mean we're always hitting the target, because it's wild. You're just trying to fucking hit the car as fast as you can. It's driving by. So you get what I'm saying now. There's a lot of thought into this. We've been doing this a long time, and this spot was nasty, bro. So that's the middle. That's that 6 by 6 square, the space in between the 2 stair sets. Then you had up very top where you could just basically hide above, and if anything happened, you could just, that's the easiest spot. You could just fucking take off running, and the bushes are going to cover you, right? If we get into the story and I could get some people on the reunion, we were doing a podcast called The Reunion, and I was getting all of my buddies together from school. I would love to talk about this more and see who remembers this night. But this is from my memories and stuff, you know. So those are basically the spots right there. I gotta tell you, man, this dude got the worst of it all. I don't know why it happened like that, but man, we fucked this guy up so good. I'm talking about, I had to be the one on the bottom, because I remember hitting that motherfucker like 3 times. I straight like got both of my eggs, just what? I threw my first one. I had another one in my left hand. I straight just tagged it over, what? And then just straight left hand, grabbed to the floor, picked up another egg, transferred to the right hand, plop! 3 eggs to the windshield, brother. That's just from me. I don't know who the fuck was on the floor with me, but I'm sure he hit the side or the fender, maybe the wheels, some shit. I know my buddy Joe, that motherfucker had a cannon. I remember the coaches were, that's another story. I'm not even gonna get into that because I'm gonna get off topic. Love to do the reunion with you guys, Joe, Saul, Fabian, Romo, Miguel. Like, I love you all. We all need to get back together. We need to do the reunion. I think people would love what we have to talk about and the stories that we have. To be continued. We just got that motherfucker so bad. Joe had a cannon on him, and I'm sure he fucking could have broke his window just by throwing these fucking eggs at his side mirror. Like, it was insane. And of course, like I said, we're running across the street. This dude stopped, and I could hear the fucking bullets just like hitting us. I think one of us is gonna get shot tonight, possibly die. Reason that I possibly thought we could have died was this man did not stop. I think he had like clips on clips on clips because he probably unloaded a full clip on us when we were running across the street. So that just like, okay, he shot a lot of shots. Like, I'm pretty sure he's out. We already jumped across the fence. I remember my buddy Saul, I had to fucking get his fat round ass up, and I'm like, get over the fence, bro. I was like, just trying to fucking like, come on. I thought I was going to get shot in the back. This is crazy, bro. And we finally make it, and we're finally running across trying to find that one spot in between the fence to let us get away from this open field. This was a baseball field, my guy. We were running across a baseball field. It was an open baseball. And if he would have stopped shooting, it would have been perfect. But the whole thing about it was, like I said, this man had an arsenal in this car. And I don't even particularly remember that this car was a nice car. I don't know what the fuck, who we hit that night. But damn, brother, I'm sorry. Anyways, we keep running, trying to find that spot on the side of the fence just so we can make it back to my buddy's apartments. And me and Saul are farther back. Everybody makes it to the hole, so we know where we're running. This motherfucker starts shooting again. All I hear are fucking rounds flying through, just like they're flying over our head. I at this point in time, I really thought someone got shot running through the fence, or we were going to get shot in the back of the head. Like, it was that serious. Me and Saul finally just make it across the field, and we actually run through the construction site. The crazy thing is, all the guys made it through the fence hole, and they were already back at the apartment. The whole thing was, me and Saul kind of got left behind because the dude started shooting again. So at that point in time, me and my man were on instinct mode. We were all-star track team. Like, we sprinted across that field and we went into construction. Remember, I told you there was a back entrance where the baseball field was. So my man raging. Like, I don't know who we fucking hit that night, but that dude was pissed because he followed us into the school, my guy. It was so insane because the part that I remember was me and Saul running through the school, and the school alarms are going off. Me and this motherfucker are up on top of the roofs on Churchill. We just see this dude's car driving around. I'm thinking this dude's just going to execute us, like just pom, pom. You find two kids at the school the next day with just bullets to the back of the head. And that's some stupid shit for egging this car. But that shit was funny. And motherfucker, we got you. And everything ended up being fine. We are still here to talk about it today. And it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful blessing. I've been through a lot of things. I've done a lot of things. And I am so blessed to be here today. And I love you, buddy. It was a fun time, and I would love to share more of this story with y'all if I could get all my guys together on a group chat and we could just get a video going. So possibly more in depth into that conversation and what we were doing that night, whose nose got broken by my buddy Romo, because that motherfucker was like, that dude was a rock. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was the Rock because he tried to dress like the Rock for several Halloween.